When I arrived, I was amazed by the scene I saw. Several tall, fit girls and boys were doing the same thing to them as they had done to me. They were passing Mehsà, Sa'id, and her friends to each other, and with blows from their hands and feet, they were making their heads and bodies bloody and their clothes torn apart, while they were laughing and teasing. Even those girls had been beaten. The children in the yard were standing there watching the fight while they were drunk, and sometimes they even cheered. The crying, painful, and helpless faces of Mehsà, Sa'id, and their friends were a little balm and a cooling sensation for me. I had somehow saved myself from them by jumping and crashing into Hman and Barbad's car. But they had fallen into the hands of bad people. I don't know who suddenly pushed me when I found myself in the middle of the fight. Sa'id was passed to me, and I unconsciously slapped him in the face in the university and pushed him to the other side. Someone said, "You're welcome, boy. What a slap. You're participating in our game." I shook my head and I was also quite embarrassed by Mehsà, Sa'id and her friends. At this time, several people who were alert and seemed to be waiters entered the yard and back garden and went towards the children who were acting as spectators and even the girls who had been beaten and whispered something in their ears and quietly sent them away. I was playing when a hand grabbed my arm. It was Armita. "Follow me, don't ask anything, don't move." It was as if the children who were playing ball with Mehsà, Sa'id and the others realized the situation and left them and came with us. And the same girls and boys returned to help Mehsà, Sa'id and their friends and took them inside the building. Hman, Barbad, Mina, and the others who wanted to go for a breath of fresh air stayed where they were when they saw the state of Mehsà, Sa'id, and the boys with them. I was in their blind spot and they couldn't see me. Hman's hands clenched into fists. Armita said, "Get out of the villa right now. The police will show up in a few minutes." Police. When did the police call? They'll arrest everyone now. Those who should have escaped, escaped. This is the supervisor's plan. My eyes widened. My God. So the owner of this place. What are you doing here? Go. The kids are taking you. We've taken your revenge. I nodded in satisfaction and astonishment and went out with one of the kids. Mina said, "What's going on here?" And she turned to Barbad. Suddenly, she was drunk. "I don't know. I'm feeling sick. I can barely breathe and my heart hurts. It must be from those drugs. Cocaine. So many people, even Hman, used it." A boy, panting and wet from the rain, said loudly, "Run. The police. The police are coming." Mina went to him and said, "How did you know?" The kids who were on guard saw them. "Maybe it was a mistake, but run away before it's too late." And he himself turned back the way he had come. The atmosphere changed quickly and everyone was running in different directions. Mina and Hman threw their arms around each other's necks and shoulders. Hman said, "It's going to be very slow." Mina said, "Someone sold the rest." Maybe those girls and boys fell for this day to settle a score, or maybe they wanted to be with someone. Hman just nodded. When they saw the lights of the car and moments later the forces pouring into the villa, the police handcuffed anyone they caught. Barbad said, "You two go, we'll all get caught." The hero of your game scored. They were halfway there, buddy, don't think about it. Mina looked around and said, "From that side, I think it goes behind the villa. We can escape through the wall, or if there's a back door." Barbad groaned and her knees buckled. Mina, what have you done to yourself? Did you eat or hit something before? Barbad, what? It's not my first time. Mina, Hman, hold it. Let's see if it's safe and where it's going. They were separated when the officers came into the building and opened the doors of the rooms and, seeing the scene of naked girls and boys on the bed, With glasses of alcohol, they covered their faces with whatever they could and handcuffed them. The sound of an ambulance was also heard. Mina turned to Arman and Barbad when an officer ordered them to stop. Barbad pushed Arman with all the strength he had left. "Go save your son, you shouldn't get caught." Mina took his hand to Arman and said, "Come on Arman, there's nothing you can do. Let's just say it's over." Arman started running with clenched fists and bloodshot eyes, with tears in his eyes. Barbad also fell to the ground in severe pain when the police reached above him and one of them called for help. Mina pointed to a place behind the building and said, "There. We can get over the wall over those boxes." That 2 officers were coming that way. Mina said, "We have to fight them. Arman, these are police, not Lat and Arizal." Standing between freedom and captivity, let's go there. It's dark. We have to stun them and put them out of action. That's it. They took refuge among the boxes and belongings.